Fox and the soil ceremony. This is being recorded March 11th, 2019. It occurred springtime 1972. Location was Nate Creek Outdoor School at the campfire area at night. It involves Fox, also known as Wiley Somerville. He's a senior counselor at Outdoor School. He had one more year of age on any of us that were senior counselors. His daddy was the superintendent of the Multnomah Intermediate Education District, the people that hosted this. And Fox, of course, was smarter, faster, better, looked down his nose at us. And it was always good to pull one over on him. Didn't do it too often, but every chance we had, we'd give it a try. This particular incident didn't take much for us. We just had to witness it. At Outdoor School, if you don't already know, 6th grade students from 4 classes gather at a camp that's leased, and they spend about 5 days at the camp with their teachers, with resource specialists studying water, soil, plants, animals, all that sort of thing. And there's a contingent of high school students that are junior counselors, counselors in training, that live with the students in the cabins. There's senior counselors that supervise and train the junior counselors that assist with the resource studies, plants, animals, soil, water, that sort of thing. There's 4 teachers that are out there with each school of 6th graders. There's also a couple of cooks, a nurse, and all that. It amounts to, I don't know, maybe 100, 125 people. Awful lot of 6th grade students. And it's fun, it's educational, there's lots of stuff going on, singing, skits. There's just all sorts of stuff. During the day, there's a study plot where students go out and one class will study plant one day, another class that same day will be studying animals, another soil, another one water, and then they switch. So each class gets to study each of these 4 areas. And they also get to learn the area that site sits on. This was Nate Creek. It was on a creek. It had a clear cut nearby. It had all kinds of stuff going on. Students really get kind of attached to the program and their counselors. At the end of the week, there's a ceremony just before they get on the buses to go home. It's a tree planting ceremony where the students take a tree, a young sapling, and a hole is dug and they bury it. The soil they use to bury it comes from them. Each of them takes a little sample, usually a baggie or a jar, with soil from their backyard or soil where they live. They take it to camp. And on the last night, Thursday night, they take all the soil in a ceremony, file by a great big stainless steel bowl, and dump the soil in. Well, this particular week, Fox was doing his Thursday night job. He would sit on a stump and cut piece of log. He had that stainless steel bowl, and the students would go by and he would nod to them very reverently. They'd dump their soil in. They'd just about be crying because they're putting it all together and it's coming to the end. The students would get all the soil in, and Fox would take the soil in his hands and he would blend it and mix it and give a speech about how we all blended and mixed together. And that mixing of all these soils makes for a better soil and a plant that will grow strong and long. And he'd carry that thing on ad infinitum. This particular time, all the soil was in, he gave the nod, and he started doing his little speech, and he started blending the soil. At a certain point, he stopped, smelled his hand. But he knew his job was to keep blending the soil and giving the speech. He started blending again, started speaking, but it just wasn't that focused. When the soil ceremony was over and the students went back to their cabins to sleep, we found out what was going on. Somebody, instead of a soil sample, maybe they forgot or they didn't have one, pooped and put it in a plastic baggie. And when they walked by to donate their sample, they shook it out. Fox was so busy being proud and looking at everybody, he didn't notice until it got on his hands and he blended it.